Ladies and gentlemen, as far as the next Call of Duty game goes, there has been a lot of questions about it. And normally this time of year is when we start to get some answers, either a name reveal for the game or a bunch of other things. But this year we've been kind of left with more questions than answers. However, what we have had was a bunch of leaks. When all put together, you can start to put together a picture of what is going to be happening this year with the next Call of Duty game, specifically Modern Warfare 3. There is a lot going on with this game, but very little answers from the developers themselves. So what this video is putting it all together, all of the information that we've received so far through leaks, through other information, through actual statements from Activision, and kind of deciphering this into what we know about the next Call of Duty game, Call of Duty 2023, or as we're going to refer to it as in this video as Modern Warfare 3. But before we get to that information, let me first tell you about today's video sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Manscaped.com, and if you follow the channel, you would know that they are a premium brand for men's grooming and hygiene products. And since it's summer, we have something new from Manscaped. They are really hoping that you have a smooth sack summer, and they want you to do so with two different things. First off, we have the ultra smooth package. Essentially, there's 3 steps to this. First off, you put on the crop exfoliator. This is going to help you prevent those ingrown hairs. Then you apply the crop shaving gel, followed up by using this little guy, which is the crop shaver. It has extra wide lubricating strips and a pivoting head so you can get into all those nooks and crannies. So now you are all smooth down there, feeling fine. That's where the Boxers 2.0 come in. So these are the Manscaped Boxers 2.0. Now with these, there are 6 different color combinations, which you can choose from whether you're going to be performing some business or pleasure. Now these are anti-chafe and high performing, and whatever material they are made out of, they are insanely comfortable. But the real secret behind these bad boys is what they like to call the jewel pouch, which when we turn them inside out, you can see a dedicated pouch for, well, the family jewels. So just like that with the ultra smooth package and of course the Boxers 2.0, you are ready for a smooth sack summer. So if you want to check it out, click the first link down below, go to manscaped.com. And if you're picking up anything, be sure to use code Inkslasher because that is going to save you 20% off your order, which is of course a big deal. So enjoy your smooth sack summer, and thank you Manscaped for sponsoring the video. So over a year ago, when we started to talk about this Call of Duty game, the rumor well, there wasn't this Call of Duty game. It was going to be an expansion for Modern Warfare 2, where we would receive a bunch of in-game updates, including new weapons and specifically a bunch of remake weapons and maps from the original Modern Warfare 2. By the way, I should mention that this was never an official statement from Activision whatsoever. That was just based off of leaks. However, since then, what we have received is basically information in stockholder investor meetings saying that no, there will be a premium release Call of Duty game within 2023. Now, since then, the basic rumor was that this game was going to be titled Modern Warfare 3 to be developed by Sledgehammer Games. And on top of this, it was essentially going to continue Modern Warfare 2, but as a fresh start, a new game, and then once again continue within Warzone 1. Now, we'll get to Warzone in a second, but from what we have received in recent leaks was 2 different images of 2 different maps, apparently taken from a Zoom call discussing Modern Warfare 3 itself. Now, these 2 images were kind of remade versions of, first of all, Scrapyard and Terminal, but not just the remakes that we saw within Modern Warfare 2019 or anything like that. These were brand new. There was a lot more vibrant colors, and it very clearly looked fresh and different than anything that we had seen before. Now, what is interesting about these is them on their own really didn't tell us much. They could just been an overhaul. Someone made them in Photoshop, even used the generate AI tools that Photoshop has recently put in. However, these were then DMCA takedowned and copyrighted by Activision themselves, telling us that there was a lot more validity to these images than we previously thought. In other words, these were real. So what this tells us is that a lot of those remake and remastered rumors from way back in last year were actually pretty true. If these maps already exist, they're obviously bringing some info back from previous games and lends to the question, how fresh is Modern Warfare 3 really going to be? But we'll have to wait and find out what they're actually doing with the game before we can answer that question. But this brings us back to Warzone. So as far as Warzone goes, the current rumor is that Warzone will essentially continue in its current form, not being called Warzone 2, just Warzone, and the new map map to be coming out, the big map, is going to be Los Alamos, the same map that we saw within Modern Warfare 2 in the campaign and within the game files. This will be the new thing for this year or season. I don't even know what you want to call it at this point, but essentially that's how Warzone will continue, and of course DMZ and everything else like that will be brought forward on that map as well. This also ties into the campaign. Now, we have not got really any information about campaign, but as you guys know, if you follow my channel, I'm pretty good at speculating this stuff. So based off of seeing Los Alamos return, you have to expect Los Alamos to be a major part within the campaign. This would kind of enforce what we have seen with the post seasons and the story continued within Modern Warfare 2's seasons. The thing that I'm focusing on here is the battle between Vargas and Valeria and their backstory. There was also a rumor way back when Modern Warfare 2 first launched that they were going to be diving into characters' backstories, characters like Ghost, characters like Vargas. That is how the next campaign was going to continue, or even the DLC campaign was going to take place. I think that would definitely make a lot of sense. The only thing that wouldn't tie into was specifically Makarov. As we know, at the end of the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, Makarov essentially makes a return, with no Russian once again being a thing. There has been also a lot of other plot lines put into the game, as we discussed within the Season 4 video with the addition of Nikto, and how it actually seems as though Alcatala may actually be joining forces in one way or another with actually Shadow Company. There's a lot of evidence behind that, and I haven't made a video on it yet, and if you'd like to see that, feel free to let me know down in the comments, or just hit that like button. But the other question that this leaves us with is, when are we going to be getting information about this game? And I think late summer is probably our best guess. I'm willing to bet that sometime in August is when we will be receiving our first trailers and first looks at the game. However, if we follow things that we've seen in the past, I wouldn't be surprised if we at least start getting some tweets, teasers, even a name drop for the game sometime within July. But as far as actual information on the game, I would be willing to bet August would be your best time frame. Also, based off of leaks, it has been rumored that we will be receiving a beta in early October, followed by the release date of November the 10th, with the actual campaign coming out a week earlier, just like we saw this year. And that has become a way more common thing with games as of late. If you look at Hogwarts or Harry Potter or whatever you want to call the game that came out this year, the sales spiked massively when the game came out early for pre-sale, and because of that, people have that FOMO and fear of missing out when the game is first launched, so they'll actually spend more money to play it a week early, which I would be shocked if Call of Duty doesn't do this year. So I think the campaign will be coming out a week before the multiplayer, and expect that beginning of November, with the full release date of multiplayer in November the 10th, and then of course the Warzone update coming probably about a month after that. Again, this is all speculation, but there's been a lot of leaks around it and it all lines up. So for now, that is all the information we have on Modern Warfare 3. As we get more, I will keep you guys updated, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel, have notifications on. If you enjoy these type of videos, hit that like button. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making